Good day, everyone. Today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing the Chelsea chop on some of my perennials because they are otherwise going to grow really too tall and leggy and flap over. So apparently you're supposed to chop them back even though you're scared to do so, and they'll grow out more flush and a little bit shorter so that they don't flop over. I'm going to experiment with this though because I've only ever done that to my sedums. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to chop off only half of some of the particular perennials. So here we have some tall phlox that has flopped over last year. So I'm going to be chopping up a few of them so that I can see the difference between the two, and it'll make the blooms flush out at different periods later on in the summer. This phlox already has buds on it, and last year it was shorter variety, so it didn't flop over. I'm gonna leave it. I'll just move along over here. This here is a Veronica Speedwell that is pink, and although later in the season it did flop over a little bit, it does stay a shorter mound, and so I'm just gonna leave the front ones and maybe just chop off the back ones, but they're already budded up. So I started this too late. I should have done this 2 weeks ago for a lot of these actually. I just forgot about the whole Chelsea chop thing until I saw someone else do it online, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do that. Here's another Veronica Speedwell. This one gets really tall and definitely flops over, so I'm going to chop off half and see how that goes. The Monarda as well, but these are the red tall Monarda variety, and I think I'm gonna try a few in the front to chop them back, but I don't remember it being a problem last year. You can also do it on your echinacea. Like this guy here is kind of, sometimes he gets kind of floppy when he doesn't get enough water, but he's just so small at the moment and already budding. So again, I was supposed to do this 2 weeks ago. What else? Oh, there's some more phlox that needs it. Here's some phlox that probably needs the Chelsea chop. I'll do only half of it though. Don't have to worry about these Shasta daisies because they're just really strong stems. And then, oh, I missed a spot. So this is the sedum. It is Carl sedum. It's kind of like Autumn Joy. I Chelsea chopped this one last year and it worked out, so I'm gonna do that again, the whole thing. And yeah, I don't know about this butterfly weed if I'm supposed to do the Chelsea chop, but it's already budded up, so I'm too late anyways. And it might get floppy. I think last year I only had to stake up like 2 or 3 stems. Maybe now that it's in its second year in my garden, it will be stronger stemmed. I won't know. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. Oh, one last thing. I wouldn't call it a Chelsea chop, but I am definitely pruning this willow. You have to prune a willow quite often in the same season unless you want it to look kind of leggy, just because it puts on so much growth. So there we have it, all done. I'll go in reverse right here. Well, with the sedums, I was gonna do it all by little tiny pruners, but I decided to get the big shears out because it was just taking too long. So I chopped this down and then I chopped it down even more. And now it's a cute little round mound. So here we have the phlox, but again, I'm just gonna do half. So I took off the front, and so we'll just see what happens. If these start flopping over, at least these have sturdier stems. The Monarda, I just clipped off a few here that were kind of getting in the way of the shrub. I did forget to mention these Artemisia, tall Artemisias. I chopped all of those down because they get way too tall. I didn't chop the ones that are already in, like woven in between the vine here, because I think they're not gonna flop over because they're in the vine. And chopped off half the Veronica Speedwell in the front here. And don't forget that after you Chelsea chop, you must water everything in. Like, it's stressed out now, especially on a sunny day like today, which I probably should have done it at dusk or early morning, but it's stressed out. So water it and love it, and that way every day, next 3-4 days if it's this hot out. And because it's 30 right now. Okay, and definitely Chelsea chop. Maybe in Ottawa, I would say first week of June the latest, and it's mid-June now. So experiments. Yeah, I'll know for next year.